What's up, everybody? You tapped into the Purple Pocket Podcast, and it's your boy R.A.P. You know what I'm saying? All right, what we're going to talk about, man, we're going to talk about the takeaways from OTAs, man. What we can expect going into training camp in the next couple of weeks. That starts July 28th. That's when the whole team's going to be there for training camp and really getting the battles going. All right, so these are some of the takeaways that we have as Minnesota Vikings fans. So first thing is first. All right, everybody's loving the new coaching staff, Kwesi, Kevin O'Connell, everybody going down the list, man. I mean, everybody is just excited. They're showing up. The participation rate is high. Everybody's showing up, right? So that's a good thing, man. We're going to give that an A, right? That's an A. That's a good thing. All right. The next thing that we figured out about OTAs and the things we can take away from it is Garrett Bradbury is going to be the starter most likely. Like, the chances of him being the starter are very high. The coaching staff is definitely, confident in him being the starting center, which is okay. I'm to the point where we have to trust the process. Now, there's one thing that I'm not going to trust, and we'll get into that. All right, we're going to get into that here in a minute, but Garrett Bradbury is going to be the starter. Now, we have competition coming in and, Chris Reed, so on and so forth coming in. And that's all we can ask for is at least make him compete. All right, at least make him compete. Don't just give him the job just because he's a first round pick and his name's Garrett Bradbury and you guys think you can pull an extra level out of him. So we'll see what happens with that, right? All right, the next thing is Greg Joseph is going to be the kicker for the Minnesota Vikings. I'm okay with that. I actually like Greg Joseph. Now, he costed us a couple games last year, missing some kicks that needed to go through the uprights. But, at the end of the day, he's consistent for the most part. We can count on him. We still got to have our fingers crossed when he's lining up. But, I mean, the chances are good for the ball to go in. I noticed that he always swings the ball right. But no, we'll see what happens. I'm okay going into the season with him. We figured out that the guy we picked up, the undrafted free agent, isn't it. They waived him. It is what it is. You know what I mean? That's a wrap. So we got the kicker situation pretty much filled. I don't know if we're going to bring somebody else in to maybe compete with Greg Joseph, but it's fine if we go with Greg, man. I like Greg. He seems like he'll work on his craft. All right. Now, the next thing is Kirk Cousins learning the new system. He seems like he's doing good. I mean, talks have been he's doing good. He's having no issues. I mean, he's doing his thing with him and Sean Mannion, which we'll get into Sean Mannion in a minute. But no, he's doing what he's supposed to do, learning the offense, calm, cool, collective. Kirk Cousins, I see a bright future, man. Honestly, I hope Kirk Cousins can take that next step. I can see it happening. I don't see why not, man. There's no reason why it can't happen. All right. Now, speaking of Sean Mannion, so we're going to get into Kellen Mond. Now, Kellen Mond, beginning of OTAs, high praise, the coaches are saying they see things in him. And then it started going downhill towards the end, right? So the last day, and Patrick Peterson did a segment on his All Things Covered podcast where, the guy, McFadden, asked him a question saying that, who was the one that threw that pick six at the end of practice? And it was Kellen Mond threw a pick six, right? That's fine, man. Mistakes happen, but all right, going into training camp, Sean Mannion is on the depth chart as QB2. This is one thing that I will not agree with and I will not accept, right? Sean Mannion cannot be QB2. I don't care. Kellen Mond needs to either do better in training camp and win that job, or if he can't play quarterback, if it's just, plain to see like, hey, he's just not going to be a quarterback in the NFL, then we need to bring somebody in. I mean, that's just that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not too much to talk about there. All right, so, I mean, overall, man, we got, Smith Marset had an injury, but they say it's not serious. He should be ready for training camp. That's a plus, man. I'm looking forward to Smith Marset taking the next step. All right, we got Adam Thielen thriving, making one-handed catches. Haven't heard too much about Justin Jefferson, but of course, I'm sure Justin Jefferson's doing his thing. And we haven't really heard too much about what cornerbacks are really out there in OTAs that were dominant. But, I'm sure everybody's taking a step forward. Now, Cameron Dantzler, if you go look at cornerback stats, he's always at the top. I mean, this guy is top 10 in a lot of categories when it comes to percentages. So I know people are low on him. I'm high on him, as y'all know, watching my live shows or watching my episodes, man. I always rep Cam Dancer. I'm going to keep repping Cam Dancer. I think this year is going to be his breakout year, and the fans will start to gravitate towards him this year. He's going to have an opportunity, with a good coach, with positive vibes, to show what he can really do. All right, so, when you break down OTAs as a whole, right, this is going to be a good vibe going into, training camp. Training camp is going to be competitive this year. Everybody has high hopes. I just did a video about Colin Cowherd saying that we're going to win 16 games. But then you got Adam Rank on NFL, I think it's like NFL Network or something like that, man. I don't know which episode. I don't know which, television show he's on. But he's saying that we're going to go like 7-10 or 8-9 or whatever it is, like a low number. He don't really see the hype, right? So it's kind of like a split. It's a split between people saying, hey, it's a new coach, this and that. They're not going to be as good as they think. I think we're going to be good. I think 10 is definitely our floor, and we're going to be above that. I can see in the middle 12, 13, 14 wins. All right, so, hey, I'm hype about training camp, man. I'm ready for it to start. We got a couple more weeks. Now, the content will slow down for everybody, but I'm going to still bring y'all videos, bring y'all content, talk about things, man. Y'all leave comments if y'all got anything y'all want to talk about. And we're going to keep it rolling, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy. Appreciate everybody for tapping into the Purple Pocket Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. Purple Gang.